And now let's turn to an energy story unfolding in Southern California that could have parallels here in Colorado. It's the story of methane gas spewing from an aging underground natural gas field in Aliso Canyon, Los Angeles County. The leak is visible only by infrared camera, and this is recent video posted by the Environmental Defense Fund showing the well owned by Southern California Gas Company, which at one point was estimated to be leaking 1,200 tons a day of methane and other gases, and it's been gushing this way for weeks, since October. Jordan Wirfs-Brock of our Inside Energy team is here with me now. And Jordan, we understand the people living right near this leak are the ones who were feeling sick, and they were concerned about their immediate health and safety. That's why Governor Jerry Brown got in there and did something. But methane is bigger than an immediate health effect.
That's right. There's actually several public health and environmental issues that this raises. So the first is the people living near it are getting sick, and they're actually getting sick from an additive to the gas.
That so you can, sulfur smell.
Yes, so that you can smell and detect it. And so that's making people nearby sick. But methane, which is the main chemical component of natural gas, is also a potent greenhouse gas, which means it's contributing to climate change, and it's a major concern. And then there's actually a third issue with natural gas leaks nationwide, which is that before the gas has been processed, it has all kinds of other chemicals in there, including things called volatile organic compounds, which contribute to the formation of ozone, which is a big public health concern when it comes to air pollution.
So essentially, this well is pumping a lot of warming gases right into the atmosphere. I think the Environmental Defense Fund said something like the emissions of 700 million cars.
That's right. Yeah, it's a little bit hairy, the kind of comparisons of exactly how much gas is coming out. But what we do know is that this is a major leak. So at one point, it was detected something like 50,000 kilograms an hour of methane coming out. And to give you an idea of what that means, that's roughly 5 to 6 million cows, their methane contributions. Or if you just put 3 to 3.5 coal-fired power plants, if you brought those online. So it'd be that type of greenhouse gas contribution. It's major.
It is a big facility out there, but there are big facilities everywhere. Do we have anything like that comparable here in Colorado?
We do. So it's an underground storage field, and there's about 400 of those, a little more than 400 across the country. The one in Aliso Canyon is one of the biggest in the country, but we have 10 that are similar here in Colorado.
So we can see these.
And we've actually got a map of this, which we can take a look at. And just to give you an idea, these storage facilities are just part of the vast natural gas infrastructure. So we've got wells, and here in Colorado, we can see that on our little orange blotches on the map. There's about 50,000 oil and gas wells producing, and then you've got pipeline taking the gas from those wells to the processing plants. And then you've got these storage facilities, and you've also got natural gas fired power plants. So it's a vast network, and any part of that system can be leaky.
Colorado is doing what about such methane leaks?
That's right. Colorado is actually leading the country in terms of trying to regulate these methane leaks. So in February 2014, we put some rules into place, and this is actually looking at leaks from the well pad to the natural gas processing plant. So there's regulations saying that people have to go out and inspect, do visual inspections, and then also take those infrared cameras like the one that we saw earlier and actually kind of scan the area and look for leaks on a periodic basis.
So what Colorado is doing is actually leading the way than what the EPA wants others to do?
That's right. So the EPA has released some preliminary rules, and they're actually taking those Colorado ones and expanding those nationwide. So they're using Colorado as a model. But one important thing to note is that Colorado's rules don't cover these underground storage facilities like the one in Aliso Canyon. So those are not yet regulated in the same way.
All right, thank you, Jordan. We look forward to your further reporting on the aging infrastructure of natural gas in the country. And if you have questions about energy that you'd like our Inside Energy team to investigate, get in touch at ask.insideenergy.org.